Sick. Alright. I really like the Heaven's Ward title screen. Looks good. Alright, Stormblood. Oh, this is where Lee's fucking blue-balled me. Excellent. Dude. Phew. They legit made her tits bigger in the cutscene. Damn. Some real anime shit, dude. Oh, man. This? There's Garlemald. What's over here? The Eastern Lands. Doma, 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 Doma. Under the sea, under the sea. And then what? Are they going to show Kugane? My favorite city in the game so far. Easily. Hey, baby. Oh, did you just take a shit, kitty? Whoa. Jesus. Oh, damn. I need to, brush this kitty man. He's got fucking fur everywhere. He's molting that motherfucker. It's hot. Whoa. Yeah, as I said, anime vibes. Dude, it's the best city in the game, straight up. The trading port, it's all like old school Japanese themed. It's sick. They're just chilling up there. Mitsu and Iguri. Cool. Good expansion. A good expansion for sure. Alright, and the last one, we're going to jump into Shadowbringers right after this. 'Twas a firefight.
How many years have come and gone since that day?
Zombie Xenos.
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm. For the one they called. The warrior of light.
Hell yeah, dude. No fight left to fight. No life left to live. Comes the end of all end. Who are you? No one, nothing. Shit.
What sayest thou, Master Matoya? We may accept this fate or defy it.
Wait, Urianger becomes an astrologian?
Deny. I am not wont to run from my troubles.
Fucking hell, dude.
Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
Yeah, dude. Waifu. Is that Sid?
This town certainly has changed, and not at all for the better.
What was Sid for a second? I actually started playing Gun Breakdown. It's pretty sweet.
I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Infilia.
Wait, what? Is Infilia coming back? Okay. Alright, this is the expansion when they made Vieira playable. Bunny girls.
must be undone. If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten.
Hey, welcome back, dude.
What you must.
Back with Pizza Pockets, nice. You're gonna pay off the pre-order? Awesome, sweet. Sounds good, man. You busted out the dark guy.
Become the warrior of darkness.
Fuck yeah, dude. Alright, let's jump into it. Here we go. I started leveling up my Dragoon as well as Gunbreaker. I think Gunbreaker will probably be my other job that I do for Shadowbringers. So here we go. But yeah. I just gotta focus on leveling it up on the side. So yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping to get the Shadowbringers done pretty quickly. Relatively. Because I want to start grinding out all of the mounts and shit before Endwalk. Awesome. Yeah, man. That sounds good. Sick. XP bonuses. I'll use this one. Alright, let's go. Circus Trench. Good news, Axel. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. Oh, going back to the Crystal Tower. Cool. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the Ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Better get going and give them a hand. Yes. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. Indeed. There's a boat to North Silvertail waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. Alright. Alright, so... where is it? Oh, it's down this way. Right, yeah. Duh. Okay, cool. Let's get going. So yeah, I actually did pretty much the entire Stormblood story off stream. I did stream it, just because I wasn't really feeling up to streaming. But yeah. Excuse me, holy shit. I kind of just vomited in my mouth. That was gross. Heading to the Severside, sir. It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Let's go then. Oh! Hoary Boulder's here. That was really gross. I literally vomited in my mouth. That was disgusting. And it's burning my throat.
Look how many people there are.
Yeah, there's fucking shitloads.
Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We found bugger all without you.
Figs! Wedge!
Oh, he's like all shy.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief for some other business. So we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Fair enough.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
Yeah, I think I'll be picking up the Demon Slayer game, when I, probably when I'm, like, before work on Friday, I'd imagine.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Of course, man, yeah.
Taru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her.
I think there's some online versing trophies anyway, so yeah. Want to kick my ass? Oh, I don't know, man. See how we go. Beautiful baby.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
Well, I'm the warrior of light, bitch. I'll do whatever the fuck I
What's that
want.
you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Oh, shit.
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Voice coming
Stay
from
with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Well, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Fuck. Alright. We're going on to the ethereal plane, I guess. Get a man your waifu, Miyazoku. Miyazuko? Okay. Miyazuko. Meaning Tenjiro? Okay. I have just no idea what the characters are, so... Yep. I guess we'll see how we go when I play the story.
Oh, do not look at me so.
Bruh.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Are we just getting, like, flashbacks of everyone who's died so far? Just couldn't
Your
have
time
Slayer.
has not
Not enough
yet
time to watch
come.
the anime. The Oracle of Light. Wait, that's fucking Philia. Isn't it? Looks like her from behind. Oh shit. Can't tell if it's like the filter or if this is like meant to be like the burn. No, never mind, it's not the burn. It's just the filter. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, isn't the game gonna have the anime story anyway? I'd basically be able to do the same thing. Just like watch, like play the game story and get the anime story. We're lying in a bunch of plants and shit. Is Aerith gonna come out and be like, oh my god, hello. I'm the flower girl.
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Is that meant to be my voice? Or is it just someone narrating for me? It's a boring yellow chocobo. Blech. What about Pepe McNuggets? My pimp name is the Green Pimp of Laminsa. The Pirate City. Oh! It's old mate.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
Is that meant to be the dude from the beginning of the story? Can't tell because it's a different voice actor. This time of night. What do you mean this time of night? Yeah, dude, he's not a cool. He doesn't have a cool chocobo like Pepe McNuggets.
Well, if it ain't the
Pepe
oldest
McNuggets is the
joke
coolest
in the
chocobo.
book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, yet he'd reply.
Jeez.
Yeah. Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be the guy. Yeah, it's just different voice actors.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
Get drunk with me. It's like, nah, I'm good. Eats chicken nuggets as a cannibal. Well, chocobos aren't chickens.
Well,
Chocobos are not
roads to
chickens.
travel and wares to sell, but you
technically it would
best
not be
hurry along
cannibalism.
to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the shining tower. You'll find the place soon enough. is the biggest settlement for malms around.
Okay.
Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Crystarium. Okay. Is this the first town that we're going to, I guess? Is this place even real? I'm assuming it is. We've just been, like, taken into a different plane of existence. What is real here? Who knows? Nobody knows. We're actually on a DMT trip right now. That thing that I picked up was covered in DMT.
To dizzying heights it rises.
And I absorbed it all through my skin. Rather ride the chocobo, choke the chocobo, ride the chocobo, man. You don't want to choke a chocobo.
There, it will
Chocobos are great, even boring ones that are not
between dark and light, the pure and the corrupt, the one true struggle.
Shadowbringers. Sweet. Choke on it. What do you... what do you mean choke on it, though? Like... What do you mean? Fort... Is that a place called Fort Job? Bruh. Your style imperative. No, I would rather ride on the chocobo than suck a chocobo's dick. Jesus, that's gross. That's nasty.
Halt!
Oh, hello, bunny lady.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
Hang on. Have we... Before this point in the story, have we seen a Viera character? I don't think so. I don't think so. Alright, what's your questions?
From where do you hail?
Limsa Laminsa.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists.
Yes it does.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin, but instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
So I'm assuming she wouldn't have accepted either of those answers. Oh, she's a fellow dancer.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
That's gross. Oh, it's a ring. No! No. We were literally just there. Is our friend
Everything
okay?
all right, Captain?
Who's this?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more.
Oh, this is the Crystal Exarch. Okay.
But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known.
Yes, I am a
Very well.
mysterious friend.
I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
Damn right, bitch.
Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Thank you. She's nice. She's nice.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
Very well. Well, first question, where the fuck are we? I don't know what this is.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
Okay.
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where.
So is this the guy who's been
The
trying to,
realm
like,
in which
summon
you
the
now
other
find yourself
scions?
belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards.
And who,
First,
and like,
to be precise.
is that why?
Even if its inhabitants are largely
They're all
oblivious to the
fucked?
fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, second question, who the fuck are you, dude? That's what I want to know. It's the Crystal Exarch, and he predicts the Crystallarium. Are the other scions here?
That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
That's what I asked.
Let us begin with
the
glaring
answer.
skies
You're not
up
giving me
above.
the answer. We're gonna slap the shit out of you until you give me the answer.
Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
Shit. Right, wait, is this
the fortunate few who survived?
Is this the Warrior of Light? This Warrior of Darkness's realm?
Catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
Oh.
Though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try. For in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well.
Interesting.
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road?
Exactly.
Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go inside. Tell me everything. So this, I think this is actually the Warrior of Darkness's realm. Because their calamity, the calamity from their realm was that it was destroyed by the light. Right. Interesting. The light was the destroyer of all things. Oh my god!
Such a proud and vibrant city.
Yeah.
The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion.
Okay.
Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol. A monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Okay, this place looks kind of cool. Digging the aesthetic. Crystarium. Alright, cool. Awesome. Alright. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. What do we get? A white oak weapon coffer. Shadowbringers Orchestral Scroll. Nice. Let's... I don't think that'll actually be an upgrade for me. We'll see. Yeah, it's not. That's all good. Let's resort this out. Yep. And dancer back on. Cool. Alright. The Crystal Exarch has a request for you. What do we get here? Ooh. Chest gear. Okay, sweet. Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you to first gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. Sure. Sounds good. First, we'll go tune to the crystal. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetherite, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. Okay. After you have done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetherite and head out to the left to arrive in the crystalline mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Catless, one of the people I should like you to meet. Another in Moran. To reach him and his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left, and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. Okay. And then there's the path to the right. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Bragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetherite Plaza. Cool. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Crystal clear. Yep. Let's get exploring. Ha! Very good. I concede the layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. Okay, fair. When you finish making the rounds, pray meet in the large courtyard in the center of town. Until then. Alright, cool. Let's check out the Crystarium. Can't mount up. Okay. Not going to see a single sprout here. But yeah, I lost my sprout, man. It feels weird. It feels like I lost my game virginity or something. By focusing your senses, you detect the flow of vastly distant currents of ether. Your connection to these energies is faint but stable and should allow teleportation to etherites in the source. Okay. So we'll go down here. We'll also make sure we tune with each of these etherite shards around the place. Yep, right here. Cool. And go down this way. Would you look at that? This is the Trivium. And wives! Trivium? Nani? Oh, jeez. Alright, here we go. Cabinet of Curiosity. Oh, hello. Where's... No, they're not. They are a floor above us. Yes, they are. Okay. Here we go. Moran. Excuse me, sir. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and well... Yes, I recently came here. What I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll even, a scrap of scribbled on parchment? Not sure. My apologies, literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. Okay. Librarian Moran, at your service. And this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. Okay. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Just checking out the place. Oh, so you're interested in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives, I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment, I'll fetch it for you. I'm not a child, though. But sure. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable? On with the lesson, then. A children's book. Cool. Sounds good. Oh, here we go. 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, the light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day an enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. It called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touches was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Okay. Hey, kitty. Yet just when it seemed all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood betwixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrant, and Norvrant alone spared the fate of Eurasia. Okay. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Nordfront's sky. Even now, they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Or if you would rather speak on other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Your exchange with Morin has taught you about the Flood of Light. Cool. Alright. Now, let's, is there there's no other way down. Just jump off then. Cool. And we'll head up and we'll attune to this Ethernet shard. And then we'll make our way around. Or is it down here? No, it's not down here. Right. Yes. So then we have to go up here and then like around the outside. Let's go up, look. I have to get up there. Interesting. Clan Nutsy. Sorry, Sida, but my services are reserved for members of Clan Nutsy. In order to be able to request nuts to you, you must have met the following requirements. Travelers of Nordfront. Okay. Well, yeah, apparently for that you literally have to collect nuts. For the funny people, of course. Oh, wait. Go up here, and then can go across that way, and then get that Ethernet shard. Yeah, it looks like it is the way. Yes. Yeah, cool, awesome. So these are the. What do you got? What do you got for sale? Some Vassal Greens, and a Fruit Worm. I got some more Vassal Greens. I'm running a little bit low. Yep. Repair my gear. Yes, good idea. I really do wish that was just a repair everything option. Rather than having to just like go through everything. Dabble in trades? You could have fooled me. Are you sure? I do. Script exchange. Bell does not seem to be functioning. Well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. Alright, cool. We've tuned. Still I mean. Yep. Catless. Very interesting looking market. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But it's not here. I'm going to guess, you're new to our fair city. Yep. New to this realm, actually. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier, the sinews come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized, too. Thanks to us in the mean, we work together to procure materials and resources and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Cool. Don't go thinking it's all be handed to you on a plate like those Yulmoran layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Cool. Fair. Fair. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor, you don't have that whiff of indolescence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? I come from where the Crystal Exarch is. One of the Exarch countrymen, you say? I see. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours. Exactly. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. Wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city has stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never let us down. So if you, he, and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you ought to contribute to that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for Catelys, and I'll find you a niche here in the Crystalline Mean. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning while I'm a fucking good kid. Your exchange with Catelys has taught you about life in the Crystarium. Cool. And now we're gonna go find this. Let's take a wild guess and say that is either above us or below us. Let's have a look. There it is. Cool. And then we gotta go down this way to the Dossal Gates. Cool. Alright, making our way through, man. Almost attuned all of them. And then we just got these two down here. Not even sure if doing that dashing is faster. I'm just doing it. Go. Change this one. And go over there and attune to that one. There it is. Oh, awesome. And now we're fully attuned to the Crystarium. Excellent. It usually gives us like extra ones outside of the city. Noise. If you shoot yourself to all the Ethernet shards in the Crystarium, the Lakeland is inaccessible at the Ethernet destination. Ooh. Now we'll go over here and chat to Bragi. What's this area? This is a bunch of shops. Oh, so that's like the crafting area, right? Yeah, it's like the crafting area, the market board, and all that shit. And this is the actual like proper spot. What do you got? Expensive shit. Damn. What about tool supplier? I mean, they're all normal quality, so still. Not too shabby. There's more shops up there. Cool, awesome. Let's have a chat to Bragi. Oh man. New to the city, friend. The spinning head and wide eyes give you away. Oh, do they? Oh, shit. Well, yes, I am new here. Welcome, my name is Bragi and I'm the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too florid by half. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for humes such as I'm a hewer, not a hume, but whatever. Such as yourself. So finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. So did you say humes? Yeah, it's literally my response. Hey, something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. It's all good. Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a hume, like you. And the taller one is an elf. Oh. The sturdy individual there is a galgant. A gent? Dun, 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 dun. While the one with the horns is a dran. Okay, so they just have like slightly different names for each race. And then you have the large, scaly chaps with long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zun, or the Zun. Okay. Interesting. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. I come from somewhere far away. Ah, the same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. Yes. You don't get much further flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. Okay. But not to worry, should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Your exchange with Bragi has taught you about the peoples of the first. Alright. Hey, look at that, I could just use one of the Ethernets. Where's the one in here? Over here. Let's go do it. Yes. No. There it is. What's that one called? That one is the Docile Gate. Okay. Docile Gate. Excellent. Alright. Crystal Exarch. Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of this world and its people? Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but it was necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted that details were sparse. The structure is, in fact, the self-same one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing, and although I did not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. Damn, alright, cool. Now, I'm going to try something here. With the gear, right? So, we can essentially, like, we get the gear from these chests based on what job you are. Is it when you pop them or is it when you're requested? That's what I'm going to figure out. Let's see. What the fuck? Okay, cool, yeah, so it does base. Awesome. That's really sick. So I can just change jobs to get, like... So essentially get myself, like, a free level 70 gear set from the Gunbreaker. Awesome. Cool. Back to dancing. Sweet. Hell yeah. You've done as I requested and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain and explained what has befallen your comrades. It is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters, however. I must go on ahead to the town and organize a few things, where I shall see that the guard knows to admit you. The tower's gate lies open then. Well, yes, of course. It can be opened and closed just like any other. Does that seem strange to you? I know not how the tower functions in your time, but I assure you there is no danger of us being locked inside. Okay. Cool. Let's head in. I might actually go quickly grab something to eat. Since we are going to be on for quite a bit. So I will, where is it? There we go. Cool. I will be back in like 5-10 minutes. Just gonna go heat up some leftovers, and then we'll be back and we'll continue the story.